My name's John Herman. I work for Amico Federal Credit Union.
My name's Jamison Mackay. I'm with Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union. I am also on the Clear Creek Independent School District Board of Trustees, and I am serving as your Luncheon Chairman.
Hi, I'm Carl Little, the CEO of Houston Methodist Clear Lake Hospital.
I'm Noel Cardenas, Senior Vice President and Chief Executive Officer of Memorial Hermann Southeast and Pearland Hospitals.
I'm David Whitlock with Jacobs Technology.
My name's Atul Jain. I'm the owner of Motu.
My name is May Wheatley. I am with Shriners Hospital in Galveston.
My name is Mary Phillip. I'm the Associate Chief Nursing Officer for UTMB at the Clear Lake and Lake City campus.
Growing up in Galveston, it was tough. Being an Indian kid in a town where there weren't any other Indians. And when I was going to school, that was a very tough environment for me to live in, to grow up in, but the teachers helped me get through it. I had this teacher, Miss Green, in 5th grade. I still remember her because everybody would make fun of my name, and she said, "You know what, you smile like the sun, I'm gonna call you Sonny." And it stuck with it from 5th grade all the way till I graduated. Everybody called me Sonny. It became my nickname, and much easier to say, but it was just that positive influence of it's gonna be okay, and it changed my life. Which is why I love working with teachers.
Well, teachers are the one person or persons that you always remember the rest of your life outside of your family. So bosses, coworkers, all that come and go, but just about everybody can remember their 2nd grade teacher, the teacher that taught them algebra, the English teacher that taught them to like to read. And so really it's all those memories of all my teachers that fit into little parts of who I am today that are so important. And so I remember all of them. And so all of you are going to be super important to the kids that you teach this year.
Well, teachers have shaped my life from the very beginning. My mom was a teacher. My in-laws are both teachers. My wife is a teacher. And I still recall the biggest impact I had from 2 teachers was in high school. Mrs. Mary DeLeon, who's my HOSA teacher, and Linda Taramina, who was my high school counselor, my senior high school. And both of them told me to reach to my goals, to go after my ambitions, and that I would be successful, and to not ever hesitate to take risks. So both of them had a huge impact on me, as even today I stay in contact with both of them.
Teachers have helped shape my life by inspiring curiosity and teaching lifelong skills, such as critical thinking and problem solving. While the curriculum is important, being a strong mentor is even more important and will shape a student's life truly.
Teachers have shaped my lives in many ways. For me personally, as I was a nursing student, I had teachers that kept me going, would always encourage me. I mean, it was remarkable because I was a mother by the time I was going to nursing school, so it was rather difficult, but they kept me going. So it was hard. I had 3 kids by the time I started nursing, and I wanted to quit every day. And if it wasn't for the teacher saying nursing would be a better place with me in it.
Well, I've had many great teachers over the years, but I was actually raised by a 6th grade English teacher. My mom was a teacher. Actually started the year I went into middle school, so I was the kid at school that's mom also worked there.
Teachers have shaped my life in incredible ways, not only the teachers I've had, but the teachers that my parents have had. I mean, it's and then the biggest one of all is my wife. I mean, having seen firsthand what teachers do day in and day out and how much they care for their students, and it's really powerful.
I think for me specifically, there's a professional and a personal thing in how teachers have impacted. So professionally, my 2 favorite teachers, one was my high school biology teacher, which led me into nursing. She was the best, and I fell in love with just biology and sciences because of her. And then my other favorite teacher in high school from a professional level was my speech teacher. Being in a leadership role, being able to speak, those are really important. And she taught me so many foundational skills that I still use to this day. So that was for professionally, they were really close for me in that way. Personally, and I love to tell the story about my son. My son was in elementary school, and he was struggling in elementary school, and we ended up moving for many reasons, and he went to a new school, and he came home about probably a month after school had started, and he told me, "Mommy, I really like school." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Miss Noe is the best." And I went to her we went to open house, and when we went to the open house, I talked to Miss Noe, and I started crying because he had struggled so much up to 3rd grade, and she just showed him a different perspective. And so the impact that that teacher had on him really sustained him to now where he is about to be a sophomore in college and wants to be a neurosurgeon. And I think because of her impact, it led him to show how important school and education was. So that's for me on a personal level, and I will always love Miss Noe for that. So.
Our company, Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union, is dedicated to serving just educators and their families, and so what better place and would we be than at a new teachers luncheon, helping welcome all of the new teachers. And our team has a real understanding of what teachers go through. So many of us are either married to an educator or have parents who are educators, and so we it's our mission. And so it's crucial to who we are.
Jacobs is an engineering service provider to NASA Johnson Space Center. So STEM education is so important to our company. Where the nation's space program is going, to the moon, to Mars, we know that the kids in our schools today are going to be the ones that develop the technologies to get us there and be that pride of the United States. And so we know it's so important to welcome you as teachers to the Clear Creek Independent School District as shapers of the future of our space program.
Well, I think, from UTMB, we have kind of a 2-course mission, right? We have the healthcare mission that I work in, but we also have an education mission that is really important to UTMB too. And so from an education standpoint, I also work in the School of Nursing as a clinical instructor, and the impact that the students make on my career, I think, is always really important. I think we kind of forget how impacted the teachers are in regards to their students and how they impact them. But from an institutional standpoint with UTMB, education is one of our big missions, and I feel like the education starts at the basic level of preschool and elementary school, and we build on that foundation on the tail end of it. So I think that our institution, more than probably other ones, because of our education mission, is hugely impactful to teachers.
It is very important because those teachers have inspired our nurses to be who they are, our doctors to be who they are. And at our hospital, teachers are very integral in the part of the healthcare. They help in the darkest hour. They're there and keeping them motivated, keeping the kids focused on something different, just so important.
It's important for Amico to support the new teachers luncheon because these teachers will shape the new leaders of tomorrow. Even beyond the classroom, they have the potential to profoundly affect a student's life, lifelong learning, and personal growth.
Well, for Memorial Hermann, we know that teachers are our future, and we know that they spend so much time with our kids because, kids spend majority of their time in the classroom, and we know the impact that teachers have. And so we know that going forward for Memorial Hermann, we need more people to join our workforce. And so anything that teachers can do to encourage students to go into healthcare, as well as into anything to reach towards their dream, is impactful for us. But when you look at what Memorial Hermann's about and our mission and our vision, most of all our vision, which is to create healthier communities now and for generations to come, we definitely need more people in healthcare to be able to take care of the generations that are coming ahead of us.
This is just one of the many ways we partner with CCISD, whether it's Leader in Me, the athletics programs, but this is another way to welcome the new teachers into the community through our partnership.
Motu believes that teachers are the future. They are the way for kids to get to the next level and to get out of their current situation, whatever it may be. But teachers give them a broader perspective, kids a broader perspective from whatever they're learning at home. And I think that's very important. So Motu loves to focus on whether it's CCISD or any of the other school districts. We love to give to the teachers, new teachers especially. We want them to feel welcome because CCISD is an amazing it's just an amazing school district. My kids are in the school district, so I want these teachers to feel welcome.
Oh, probably the same advice we give all of our employees, which is ask for help when you need it, and take the time you need to take care of yourself, because it's a grind and it's a very demanding career, but it's very, very important to make sure you take time to take care of yourself.
Especially if you're a brand new first-year teacher. I know you want to get into that room, and I know you want it perfect. Relax on that a little bit. Give yourself some grace. I think that's the big thing for new teachers is give yourself grace, take time for yourself, take care of yourself, but give yourself some grace.
Ooh, so a new teacher, I think the most important piece of advice would be patience. I don't know how y'all do it, so I'm going to applaud you all because I could never be a teacher. I think it takes a very special person to be teachers. And I know it requires a lot of patience. My children alone requires patience from me, so I can't imagine 30 of them or 40 of them. So I think patience is a big thing, and I think being open-minded to educational opportunities. I think kids, just like adults, learn in so many different ways, and one way may not be the best way for all kids, and so I think that's always important. I try to instill that in my leaders at my facilities about how even approaching our staff, even though they're not young students, they're always learning. And I think from an educational standpoint and being a teacher of any kind, you should always remember that there's always different ways that people learn, and that's really important.
Stay compassionate. Continue with that light, that burning desire to press upon for you to be the better version of yourself. That's what I would tell any new teacher.
Be open. Be open to the possibility that you're going to have all different types of kids from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different, and embrace it. I think that's what makes that specific classroom that much more unique when they can incorporate all the different aspects, all the different ethnic cultures, the mentalities, the perspectives, and you can make it teaches the other kids about each other, and I think teachers can really bring that all together cohesively.
I'd suggest just be yourself and let your true personality shine through. Don't hold back on your enthusiasm for your subject. The students will thrive off your passion and will become even more engaged in the classroom.
My advice to any new teacher would be live your passion. If your passion is teaching and educating those kids, then live that each and every day. Support them because they look to you as a role model, and just support them in any way you can as their teacher and as somebody that they look up to.
The advice I would give a new teacher is to laugh a lot. I was just reading an article in Psychology Today in which kids at age of 4 laugh an average of 400 times per day. As an adult at the age of 40, laughs 4 times a day. Think of the way that you're much more happy when you laugh. Think of the way kids can shake things off. Teaching is a tough job, and you're going to face tough jobs every day. But if you can find a way to laugh with your kids, play jokes on them, tell dad jokes, whatever it is, that's going to be a successful part of surviving and thriving in your new profession.
Welcome to CCISD.
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 Welcome to Clear Creek Independent School District.